Welcome to CalCast, your Create International podcast. God Network News, where we give you a new perspective
on events happening in our world today.
This is GNN.
This is God Network News, episode 236. Welcome, GNN fans, to another episode of God Network News, the podcast that tells you what God's doing around the world. Not what CNN tells you, but what GNN tells you is going on in the world. If you're tired of listening to all of that crisis network news and you want to hear what God's doing, well, give us a listen.
For the first time when I heard the media for movement, I didn't understand. What does it mean? The media? I don't want to be a media. So I don't want to do the media. So when Kevin starting to explain what media doing, how can we make more the disciples through a media, I said, okay, I want to hear. So for the first time to hearing what media doing, my heart was shocking. I say, what? This is a practical way. So we need the practical way to reach. Many people, they're saying, oh, I have this and these groups, I have these disciples. He don't explain what is the practical way to reach that many groups. So for me, I see the media is a practical way to reach unreached. So that is why I decided to bring the team from my network to come to learn together. So this team is among of the Muslims. They are working among the Muslims. So when we came to learn about the media, so it was so excited lessons because we learn how can you create the story and how can you take the movie and how can you edit the simple story, simple good news, and you can sharing for others. So the media is very, very important practical way. My desire is for every missionary who working among the Muslims, every missionary who working at different places in this world to learning this practical way.
You're listening to God Network News Podcast with your host, Cal Curtis. Look up our website at godnetworknews.com.
Maybe you can sit with somebody here and you can fear to say the story about the good news about the Jesus. So the media, it can help you. How can you create the simple story? And you cannot say, but you can give this someone, hey, can you see this video? Can you look this? Or can you hearing these stories? So it's a practical way how can you reach unreached people groups. And I think we will, at the end of this year, we will sharing the more miracle through this media and what God doing through this media. So, you know, the Muslims who live in the Pemba Island, how they don't want to see and to hear the people. If you are Christian, they want to kill you. So media will help us how can we create the simple story through their location, their language. We will speaking through their language, and they will understand. It's a practical way to reach unreached people groups. I was learning how to create these stories. Oh, when we finished the class, I got a passion to be a part of this media. I want to be a part of this media, and how can I see and how can I help people in my country to create simple stories, to create the good news. So my passion is to be a part of media, and I want to advise everyone, everywhere, be a part of this media. You will see what God is doing in your ministry. I want to be a part of media for movement. Because I'm doing the movement, I don't want, there is a different medias, but I like the media for movement.
If you enjoyed this episode, please consider donating to help us continue to bring exciting stories fresh from the field. Visit our website at godnetworknews.com and select the PayPal link on the right side of the page, or consider becoming a Patreon partner to receive access to more valuable materials exclusive to our members.